Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. And I've been riding bicycles without knowing my power output for my entire life. And you know, power is like how much effort you put in riding the bicycle, and can also use to keep track my fitness over time lah. So finally, until now, this month of July 2022, I was curious about my effort actually in pedaling the bicycle. So I've decided to buy a power meter. So could this power meter actually functions properly and actually works for me to find out how much am I doing, how much power am I putting in, and help me improve my experience with cycling and riding a bicycle? We will find out in the video more. Let's go!
1 week later.
Let's open this up. Ugh. I know that the power meter has been out in the market for quite some time already, and only until now I decided to purchase it after reading all those positive reviews and not much issues with the product. So I have a little bit of confidence, so I went straight to buy the product. So the one I bought is 170mm crank arm length left side crank based power meter. The brand name is Xcadey, and the power meter is inbuilt into the crank together with the cadence sensor as well. So particularly for the model I bought is a Xcadey Xpower single-sided power meter, 170mm left side crank arm. Xcadey is a Chinese company based in Guangdong, China, and they say that they have many years of experience of manufacturing power meters. I got this power meter for around 200 bucks Singapore dollars on this very good legendary e-commerce platform, Lazada. So the majority of the sellers on the platform are usually from China. So I placed the order through the platform and they ship over to my country, my home, to the doorstep. So at that point of time when I ordered the crank arm power meter, it was during the 7 July sales. So like every time they have this sale and products have great discounts, and I got it like 30% off. So there are a few variants of power meters from this company called Xcadey. They have the spider type, they have the right side crank, and this one the left crank arm kind of power meters. So Xcadey makes their own power meters with their own in-house brand, their proprietary parts. They also make for companies from other crank manufacturers such as Rotor, Specialized, SRAM, and Shimano, etc. For the Shimano ones, is available in the 105, the Ultegra, and the Dura Ace version. So the one I bought is the cheapest among all, and it's in fact the cheapest power meter in the market, which cost me 200 bucks. So it's the 105 R7000 variant. So that's why the price is this kind of very affordable lah. It's the exact same thing as the 105. But it's just that got this flat thing, the cadence and power meter. The serial number is also different. The 105 is 197 grams, and the Xcadey power meter is 209.5 for the left crank. So it's 12.5 grams more heavier than the original left crank arm. The power meter is rechargeable, and the battery is within the power meter and is glued to the crank, and you can't remove it, so it's built for it to recharge. The cable used is Xcadey their own cable, which is magnetic and is specific to that power meter, and I think is very commonly used or universal throughout Xcadey's power meter. They should be able to be used interchangeably, be it the spider right crank, left crank based power meters lah. So if you are looking for replacement or you have lost your cable, you have to buy it through Xcadey's website. I think they sell it for $5. While charging, got a red light down here. In order for the power meter to work, you have to download the Xcadey app through either Play Store or Google Play. Both versions are available. For the Android, Google Play has more customized options and more functions on the app compared to the iOS Play Store. So within the app, you can check the battery percentage, the status of the power meter, the signal, the statistics, and you can calibrate the power meter to reset the offset. And now let's get the crank on the bike. It's actually still good that there's still some clearance between the frame and the power meter. Not bad.
A few moments later.
Alright, I'm outside right now riding the bike. I'm pedaling so hard right now and the bike computer just shows 0 cadence, 0 power. I don't know what happened. The problem is that the power meter doesn't show its statistics and all those numbers on the bike computer. Throughout my whole ride, only just appeared 1, 2, 3, 4 times only, like, and then the rest of the time I just stare at the blank screen. You can see my power is 5 watts. 5 watts. It's actually very ridiculous. I stopped by many times halfway throughout the ride trying to connect and then make the power appear on the bike computer again.
A few moments later.
Still can't find any ways to get it done, so I will just continue to ride it. I have no time to fix this thing. Maybe after I go home I'll just fix it. Now just cycling without knowing the power.
The next day.
Alright, so last night was really very unpleasant and I've stopped by many times and it was a terrible ride lah. So I felt quite depressed because this power meter made me feel sad. I contacted Xcadey through their website, and today I also emailed them and also chatted the seller on Lazada, and after that they passed me the number of the Xcadey WhatsApp number, so I WhatsApped them and they only replied me with one message, and afterwards when I text them they just gone, and then I read that after 6 PM their business is not open, then go offline already until now. No response from them, so I felt very depressed throughout the day. Then I decided to try figure it out myself, take my time slowly, try one by one. Then in the end I actually got it on my phone. I was using the iOS iPhone, so the functions on the Xcadey app wasn't much. On the more option only will display these 3. So I tried it on my Android phone. Yeah, it actually works because the Android have more functions on the Xcadey app compared to the Apple Play Store iOS. On the iOS, the firmware upgrade option doesn't work and it takes forever to load. So and then on the Android, you can upgrade the firmware and then also more options to choose from. So I changed the thing to the right side, and afterwards the crank power meter actually works with the bike computer. My bike computer is here. We are spinning to look it up. Then afterwards, you can start pedaling. Okay, it's responding. Go on. 64, 69, 83 RPM. This is 14 watts. 10 watts. and so on. Now it's going 100 over RPM. Okay, it works better than yesterday. It shows 000. Okay. Shut up, noisy. Okay, since this guy is working right now, I think tomorrow going to give it a try again. Hope that it works.
Tomorrow.
Okay guys, I'm outside right now riding again. After I adjusted the power meter through the software app, managed to function right now, and I can clearly see the power output and the cadence also, as well as all the data, average power, max power, etc. This proves that the power meter actually does its job working, and also the cadence sensor is also quite accurate. Okay, I'm going to enjoy my ride. Gonna stop filming here.
A few moments later.
Just now went to test my FTP on the power meter. It does works. Really very tired from the test. I was giving all out effort on that. 20 plus minutes. I got a $1 Coca-Cola from the 7-Eleven. $1 then cold drink. Give it some reward. Wow, feels so good. Wow, so gassy. Sorry. It's looking good in shape. I just find it disturbing that I didn't know what was going on when the power and cadence shows 0. Actually, it was the software problem. You just have to adjust the thing using the app. Maybe try any other ways if you can. And the Xcadey, they also didn't reply my message. But overall, I'm quite satisfied for what I paid for. Power meters out there in the market are not cheap. At least should be 300, 400 bucks, up to 1,000, 2,000 bucks. So for this Xcadey power meter, pricing at 200 bucks ish, is really offer a good price for its value, and the functions could work the same and provide all those data you need for your trainings and the statistics that you need accurately. Plus it's also waterproof, so I can wash my bike leaving the power meter on the bike also. Since the thing is glued on the crank like firm tightly, and water is very unlikely to seep through lah. The manual also comes with different languages such as Chinese, English, Japanese, Korean. Overall, really happy with the product. I'll give it 8 out of 10 for the features. Not sure about the longevity, so maybe have to cop more miles, maybe ride a bit more with this. The other thing to look out for is the clearance between the frame and the power meter. The thickness for the power meter is 7.5 mm, so remember to leave some space for your frame for the clearance.
Several days later.
Good news that 3 days later, and Xcadey finally contacted me. They replied me back. I messaged them on Friday and they replied me on Monday. Maybe they're not free during the weekends. And they've told me to go back to the seller on Lazada to get my refund because they said it's a hardware problem. But I somehow managed to solve the issue with the Xcadey app itself. I don't know. We'll continue to use this power meter and maybe might consider to put another one on this bike. Alright, so that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you all enjoy the content. If you like my content, hit the like button and subscribe. That will be very helpful. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. the light.